The Batman has been confirmed to have multiple spin-off series in the works for HBO Max. We already know about the Gotham Central / Gotham PD GCPD series for the Batman universe. We also know we're getting a Penguin series. There's rumors of a Riddler series, and now also a Catwoman HBO Max series as well. Now, this is something that has just been rumored for a while now, but Matt Reeves, the director of the Batman and basically the head of this universe, has now brought it up in an interview because, of course, the Batman comes out in a couple of weeks, so he's doing interviews, hyping up the movie and everything. And, well, he straight up said it. He didn't confirm that it's happening or anything, but he said that, yes, there has been discussions at HBO Max to do a Zoe Kravitz-led Catwoman series for HBO Max. Awesome. I love this. I mean, just the whole idea of expanding this universe by giving each of these characters their own HBO Max stories, I think is great, because then you can focus the Batman movies on the Batman, and you don't have to waste all that time developing all these characters, because then they have their own other projects to do that, especially because, a series format is way easier to develop a character than it is in a big blockbuster movie. So I think this is a great idea, and I've brought this up a lot over the last couple days, about how they could do this with a lot of their villains for this franchise and give us, whether it's an origin series or a movie, about some of these Batman villains, and then that shows you basically what that character is all about, makes you invest in them, makes you care about that character, and then they go on to be the villain, or at least just be a big character in the Batman franchise, and you already know them, and you don't have to waste time developing and supporting those characters in those movies, because you already know them from their own projects. I talked about that in the past couple days, about doing a solo origin story movie for Mr. Freeze or Clayface. I think that would be amazing, and then you could build them up in their own project and then take them on to the Batman franchise and become a villain in this movie. And yeah, I mean, I think there's a great Zoe Kravitz. She just had a new movie that came out on HBO Max, so clearly she's got a good relationship with the streaming service. So I think it's a great idea. I mean, it is kind of weird, like when I first heard this, that they were doing something like a Riddler series as well. I did think at that point it was a bit overload, but then again, Catwoman is a big character. There's a lot of stories they can tell with her, whether it is an origin story or her just going off on her own solo adventures. I mean, you just saw Peacemaker. Peacemaker was amazing. Most of us never even heard of that character before the Suicide Squad, and especially after that movie, we were like, all right, what are they even going to do for a story for this character? Well, that ended up being one of the best series I've ever seen before. So they could totally do that same thing here with Zoe Kravitz, Catwoman, Selena Kyle, and I'm up for it. I'd honestly love to see this. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Would you like to see a Zoe Kravitz Catwoman series set in the Batman universe on HBO Max? And what other spin-offs from this franchise would you like to see? So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so you can be up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.